together and have a little comment about that. So that's what we're about tonight, and a lot of the comments are going to come from people who are not from the world of talk shows, but from the world of real life, business, medicine, entrepreneurs, people, just magnificent people from every walk of life. And so I'm not really going to take up a lot of their time. I'm going to do intros and do some introductions and make sure that, that you know exactly who they are and why they're here. But there are a couple of things that occurred to me that I wanted to run by you as we all gather together. I don't know about you. I mean, I'm old enough that we've had presidents that I voted for, presidents that I didn't vote for, presidents whom I agreed with, presidents I didn't agree with. But there's just something different. There is something very special about these times. It may well be that President Obama and his crowd, by the sheer audacity of their government overreach, is going to do more to bring about conservative leadership in Congress than anything I've ever done. I mean, I've had a show for a long time, and you know, wonderful shows on our station and others, wonderful folks like Rush Limbaugh and Sean Hannity, Mark Levin and Laura Ingraham, folks I love. We can talk all day about what liberalism will do to you, but none of that is as valuable as seeing these people achieve power and actually start doing it. That is what has made independents and even some Democrats say, whoa, this is out of control and we need to take the country back. And that's what we're about in November of 2010 and November of 2012. Now, as we look at an election that's just 80-some days away, in a moment you're going to meet a wonderful man who invited me to do this, the Dallas GOP chairman, and he mentioned to me the phrase of the moment for them. I think every yard needs one of these signs. Had enough? Vote Republican. Sweet! But I'll tell you, I will tell you, needs to be the right kind of Republican, because Republicans have made government bigger sometimes too, haven't they? And those days are over, because there are two kinds. There are two kinds of politicians that need to fear the passion of a little group that I like to spread some love to every once in a while, the Tea Party. And there are two kinds of politicians that need to fear their wrath. Democrats making government too big, and Republicans making government too big. And if you've come to us and you're here to make government smaller, and you're here to obey the Constitution, and you're here to honor the founders, and you are here to bring the size of government down and our tax burden down, we don't care what race you are, we don't care what sex you are, we just want to say thank you and put you in office. So I will tell you that I have had it up to my eyeballs with the people who suggest that conservatism or Tea Party passions are somehow racist. I don't know about you, but one of my favorite Supreme Court justices is Clarence Thomas. And I don't know about you, but one of my favorite members of Congress from within a 200-mile radius in the last 20 years is J.C. Watts of Oklahoma. And I don't know about you, but I'd move heaven and earth to get Master Stephen Broden elected in District 30. And you will hear from him tonight. So it's not about the color of skin. It is, as Dr. King dreamed, about the content of character. And how funny is it that we conservatives are the ones actually trying to bring about Dr. King's dream, not liberals who claim Dr. King as some kinds of phony icon. And how great is this? Just one last thing. How great is it that President Obama comes to town, meets with Governor Perry, and not with Bill White? Thank you, talk show gods. Thank you for that. Governor Perry's on the show tomorrow at 8:50 on WBAP. We'll see how his oh-so-brief conversation went. But Bill White knows that Barack Obama is poison to him because the independents that he needs to even come close to winning have learned the error of their ways if they voted for him. So we'll see how the governor's election goes. We'll see how all these elections go. We'll see how much impact all of this can have in 2010. But the most important thing, and these people tonight are going to tell you a lot about that, is keep this passion alive. Whether it's the big Tea Party thing from last April 15th, or this April 15th, or anything you might have attended, we take our passion from tonight and we take it to next week, and we take it to next month, and on November 2nd, 2010, we put it into action, and we take Nancy Pelosi out of the Speaker's chair. And we bring back a Republican majority in the House. Now, that is a very broad goal. A very broad goal, and a broad goal is made up of local people doing what is necessary in a county as important as Dallas County. And a lot of people said something interesting. They said, oh, Dallas County, not that Republican anymore. After 06 and 08, they said, Dallas County, the county in which we sit, not that Republican anymore. But if the people who had voted for, say, Kay Bailey Hutchison at that time had voted for everybody down ballot, the courthouse wouldn't have flipped. So, tasked with the job of bringing his belief, which is also my belief, into reality, that Dallas County absolutely is Republican territory. It is a pleasure for me to welcome the chairman of the Republican Party of Dallas County, Mr. Jonathan Neerman.
Thank you, Mark. Give a big hand to Mark Davis.